Welcome to the National Soccer Network, your home for soccer. One destination, every match, every moment. Built for players, powered by passion. Live games, highlights, and more each and every day. Only on the National Soccer Network.
All right, everybody, welcome back into Inside the Game podcast.
We are a soccer nation.
Have such a deep appreciation for hyper-local, community-based, lower-level soccer. There's going to be millions of fans over here that want to watch and consume as much football as they can.
What you are doing is important. And this is all about, like I said, spreading the gospel. It takes a village, right?
No, I just really appreciate being on here and you being able to provide this platform for, us and all those people grinding away at the lower leagues, just trying to make great things happen. So I really appreciate you, and you guys know what you're doing. And
welcome on in, everyone, to the Detroit episode of Inside the Game. It's episode 313, and it's a big episode too. Why? Because these boys right here have won a knockout game for the first time since 2002. They beat Bosnia. Take them back to Bosnia. Hey, great game yesterday. We'll go more in depth on it. Obviously, the Flo Balogun red card we got to get into as well. But again, appreciate everyone that's hopped in. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. By the way, that stream yesterday took us over 13,000 subscribers. So appreciate every single one of you tapped in on our social medias. TikTok, Instagram, same thing. James Schofield, our producer here today. James, is your voice as shot as me?
Hey, just gotta say that, it's, I woke up this morning and it was just like, it was closed up. I mean, it felt like I smoked a pack. Like, it legit smelled like, or felt like, not smelled, legit felt like I smoked a pack as I was sleeping or something, because, it was rough. It was rough.
My voice is definitely not the best based on yesterday's live stream, which if you guys haven't had a chance to, just check out my reaction to the Balogun goal. That's all I have to say. Maybe James can find it on social media, can bring it in. But just check out us on social media. Just check out my reaction to it. Great game yesterday, obviously, for the USA. They win. But now it's all about are they legit? Are they a true, legit contender to go far in this tournament? Are they going to finally prove people wrong that they can go out and beat a team like Belgium? More on that, because I do believe all three CONCACAF teams haven't beaten a single soul yet in this tournament. I think all three need to still prove themselves that they are capable of going far in these tournaments. More on that later on. Obviously, we've got, let's just throw the rundown out there. By the way, get your comments in the chat as well. They will show up on the screen. So here, I'll just drop a comment here. Get comments in. Look, they'll just pop up straight up on the screen. So if you haven't already, you got any thoughts about the USA game or even just any other World Cup games, get them in the chat ASAP. But anyway, we're gonna recap. We're gonna get things started off just recapping the games yesterday, because I thought the other two games, yes, there were other games that were going on yesterday. I thought that was very good. USA, obviously, we're gonna talk a majority of it. We're definitely gonna go over the 10 a.m. We're definitely gonna go over the 10 a.m. Mark here. All right, JV Flores hopping in there immediately.
Coming in right off the bat.
It's called soccer. It's called soccer. Just one more thing. Refs yesterday showed how FIFA's pampered little cute boy in Pessi is officiated compared to everyone else. Shame on
Coming
FIFA.
in hot.
JV, tell him how you feel, man. Look, all I'll say about the red card is we got unlucky, but the way that he didn't overreact or flip out, no one really did that. I can't really hate on the call. Yes, I think obviously the biggest difference in those red cards that Messi had in the Algeria game? The Algeria game is that his ankle didn't go from like this to this. Like, his ankle made an L. Like, that's the reason why he was sent off. It's a bit of a shame that obviously Flo Balogun is going to be out and miss the Belgium game, but I still do like us to at least show some fight and make it a very competitive game, and I think ultimately we could win this game against Belgium. Just stay with 10 men or 11 men. Maybe Belgium gets sent off. They have gotten sent off one time in this tournament already. We'll see if that can happen again. But no, that is, again, it's referees, man. It's never consistent when it comes to refereeing. So that is, and also when your name is not Messi, Mbappe, Ronaldo, probably Haaland now, you're not going to get those calls. We talk about it all the time in basketball, the SGA whistle, the superstar whistle. Sometimes that just happens. And Flo Balogun, as much as we would like to say he's a superstar, he's not a superstar amongst the elite. Flo's red card, by the way, yes, we will go more in depth on it. You did hear me talk about it just now. We'll go more in depth on it. Is the USA actually legit? Look, I do believe that we still have not beaten a team yet. We have not beaten a team in the top 20 yet. So I'm curious to see where they all rank and where we go from here. Australia is the toughest team we played. They were ranked 24th currently. And then obviously it goes to the host nations as well. They'll be like kind of intertwined there. Canada, Mexico, none of those teams, like the US, has not beaten a single team with a pulse yet. They haven't beat anyone legit. And now CONCACAF has an opportunity in these next couple of days. Mexico has England, Canada has Morocco, and the USA has Belgium. I like us having Belgium over the other two nations who have a little bit more difficult teams, but we'll have to wait and see how that all goes. But anyway, let's get right into the recap of yesterday's games. Yes, there were other games going on than just the USA game. So let's get into the first one. England. Harry Kane saves England yesterday against Congo. That Congo goalkeeper, JV Flores, give me Belgium, give me Argentina, give me France. It don't matter. Why not us? That is the rallying call. That is the rallying call for the U.S. men's national team. I like it. Why not us? I will say, Belgium has not looked good at all in this tournament. Whether that was yesterday, whether that was against Egypt, Iran, whoever it was, they have not looked good at all in this tournament. And that gives me a little bit hope, even without a Flo Balogun, that maybe, just maybe, we can go out and advance into the quarterfinals and make it as far as we've had since World War II. So I would say I don't want France. I'll tell you that. JV, I don't want France because I think they'll wipe the floor with us. Argentina, also probably wouldn't want them because Messi, last time we played Argentina in a major tournament, Messi scored like a hat trick against us in like the 2016 Copa America. So anyway, let's get things rocking and rolling with England again. Keep the comments coming in. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Could we get at least over 5 likes on the stream? You guys were wonderful last night, by the way. I asked for 15. You guys gave me like 20 or something. So appreciate every single one of you that hopped in last night. But again, subscribe if you have not already. But yeah, no, let's get 5+ likes for the USA win yesterday. But anyway, England, heroics, Harry Kane, just talked about it. This guy has to win the Ballon d'Or. There's no way Harry Kane does not win the Ballon d'Or. This guy is unbelievable. He has scored like 1,000 goals this year, it feels like. This guy is scoring goals for fun. With what he did at Bayern Munich, obviously, this past year, he was really good for them scoring. I think he scored like 30 plus. I think in all competitions, maybe it's more like 40 plus, but he was great all year. Maybe James can fact check me on that one. How many goals did Harry Kane score for Bayern Munich in all competitions? Let me know. But then he delivered again. By the way, I don't think that Congo goalkeeper is going to have kids anytime soon. He took a 5-yard volley straight off the foot of Harry Kane right into the spot you don't want to get hit. Great save, though. He was standing on his head yesterday, saving things. Shout out Arsenal Fan TV. He could save the effing Titanic. That's exactly what that Congo goalkeeper did for the first 70 minutes of the game yesterday. And then Harry Kane, his heroics, carrying them. Again, England, they're another team that just has not looked really good in this tournament yet. I don't think... Let me say this, because this might get a little bit of stick from people. I don't think, outside of France and Argentina, outside of those two, I don't think the traditional World Cup Blue Bloods have looked good at all in this. Brazil hasn't impressed. England hasn't impressed. Spain, Belgium, none of those teams have really impressed me at all in this tournament. I just want to say that. And I think that has something to do with the whole dual national thing. I really do. Why? Because I think the dual nationals are starting to even the playing field out. I know I said it's like the transfer portal, and it kind of is like the transfer portal, but it is even things out. You're telling me a player that cannot make it for the English national team, the third or fourth string guy, the guy that's not on the roster, goes and plays for a different nation, all of a sudden, that helps that nation out. Whatever the nation is, look at the USA, for example. They didn't get their Flo Balogun, couldn't make it at England, and Jedi Robinson, same thing. They come all the way over for the US, and they continue to do great things. I mean, look at Morocco, for crying out loud. The Spain, or all their Spanish players, French players, Dutch players, that all go over there and play for Morocco, and look at Morocco now, one of the top 10 teams in the world. So I do believe the traditional Blue Bloods in the World Cup have not done. I mean, Uruguay got even knocked out of it before they get into the group stage. Like, Portugal has struggled. Brazil, all those teams have struggled. Like, Cape Verde is making life difficult for Spain, or no, not Spain. It was Congo, right? I don't remember. But anyway, Congo made life so difficult for England. England almost lost yesterday. And then you look at Portugal, who couldn't do anything against Congo in their first game. So, look, that is what is happening. I don't think the traditional Blue Bloods have been playing well at all in this tournament. And I think that does come to effect with the dual nationals. I think they've evened out the playing field a little bit, and that's why I believe that upsets could be a little bit more in this tournament and continue to go on. We've already seen Germany get knocked out by Paraguay. Not saying Germany was going to make a deep run in this tournament, but I don't think they were going to win it, but I could definitely see them making a quarterfinals. But all I'm saying is I don't think they've been that good. JB Flores back in there again. Make sure you guys keep getting your comments in there. Belgium, golden age is now the olden age. They are more of a middle-of-the-middle team than a top 10 team. They'll get a taste of freedom. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't even know what that means, James.
I have acquired the video.
Oh, you have acquired the video. Okay. This is okay. If you guys haven't followed us on social media, you guys got to do so, because just listen to me look like a big dumb idiot last night for the Balogun goal. Throw that up.
Oh shoot! It didn't play it. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I mean, how many octaves did you go? How many octaves was that?
I genuinely have no idea. I genuinely don't know. It was like I didn't sound high pitch in the moment. Like the mic may have picked it up. And
yeah. Blame it on the mic. Blame it on the mic.
My
Ryan.
family was roasting the shit out of me for that video yesterday. They were like, nice sound when I got home. They said I sounded like the guy from what's it? Home Alone, one of the bandits, where he's on like, woo, woo, like where he freaks out when he like touches the electrical thing. Yeah, my family said I sounded like that. I also sounded like Ron Burgundy during his vocal warm ups. Like I was getting everything. Hey, it just is what it is. I was hyped yesterday. USA, I've never seen them lead in a World Cup knockout game before. They did it yesterday. Hey, I'm just hyped, man. I'm just glad that the USA won a game in the knockouts yesterday. So that's all it is. But
I was hanging out in the other room. I was producing another match, and I turned to my buddy and I go, I'm so glad that Ryan's doing this, because I know exactly what's happening, because I can hear it so clear as
without
day.
watching it. Yeah.
It was amazing.
But yeah, no, anyway. Harry Kane saves England. England, I think they're an upset watch against Mexico. I think they're an upset watch. I do believe ultimately Mexico or England is going to win it, but I think it's going to be a very tough game. You think about them being at Azteca, how crazy of a place that is. England has not looked particularly well at this entire tournament. So again, they could be an upset watch. Obviously, it's a home crowd as well for Mexico. So we'll have to see exactly what England does. Belgium, obviously, who the USA is going to play. They survive against Senegal, which if you've not heard anything about the Senegal kind of story in this World Cup, make sure you guys do so. Like, they don't have enough money to pay for food for the Senegal players, so they've been door dashing food this entire tournament. The players are paying for it. The coach is not under a contract currently. So Senegal, I thought for sure we'd be playing Senegal, and I thought for sure we'd be having the conversation today, USA versus Senegal, who is going to win? However, it's USA-Belgium, which is funny. We've played both of these teams in the last 3 or 4 months, whatever it's been. I know Belgium didn't look very good, or we didn't look very good against Belgium. However, different setup in that game. Again, now it's a World Cup. It's not a friendly format, but I will say this. I will say this with Belgium. Belgium is not a team that you can just you cannot let them, you've got to play the full 90. That's the second time I've seen them in a knockout game in the last couple of World Cups where they've been down 2-0 going late into the game, and they come back, they either win it like Japan they did in 2018 where they're down 2-0 in the final 15 minutes or so, they come back, they win it 3-2. Yesterday against Senegal, the bounce back, they're able to do it. And Belgium, I would agree with you, JV, they are old as hell. Look at Lukaku, look at Kevin De Bruyne, Courtois. You've lost, those 3 players, funny enough, did play in that 2014 World Cup match against the USA. That's still funny to think, but this is a night and day different Belgium squad. No Vincent Kompany, Jan Vertonghen, Toby Alderweireld. I think Witzel's technically still on the team, but he obviously isn't there. Foley, Morales, Vincent Kompany, all those guys are not there anymore. Lukaku and Kevin De Bruyne, they're not even the same player anymore. Courtois is most likely the closest one that is to the same player that he was back in 2014. I mean, if we look at we could just look at the 2014 Belgium USA game. We can just look at the starting 11s here, because I genuinely do not think where's the lineups? Hazard too. I forgot about Hazard. Yeah, they don't have the starting 11s. Okay, we'll have to find that during the break. But they don't have those guys anymore. Belgium straight up does not have those guys anymore. And, we were relying on a Chris Wondolowski. We've gotten way better than a Chris Wondolowski for the USA. But Belgium, they're a team that we cannot take them lightly yet. I don't think they're going to take them lightly, but they are a very good team still. And if the USA wants to prove to themselves once and for all that they are up there with some of the best in the world, guess what? You've got to go out and beat a team like this. And I think they're capable. I think they're capable of beating them. I'm not saying they're going to win for sure, but I do believe that they are capable of beating a Belgium side, and we'll have to see exactly if they can do that in this upcoming game on Monday, which we will be doing a live stream for that one as well. Make sure you guys tap into it. But that's going to wrap up the recaps. Obviously, we're going to get fully in-depth now, basically with the U.S. men's national team from here on out, but we did want to cover those ones just because I think it is worth mentioning. England in a very good game against Congo. Congo making life difficult. And it's also worth mentioning that in the knockouts, I think the knockouts have been wonderful. There has not been a single blowout outside of the France-Sweden game. Outside of that, there's not been a single blowout. And if we're being honest, it took them a long time to get things going in that game for France. So every World Cup game is not a blowover. I thought we'd see way more blowouts in this World Cup. I was completely wrong. I thought the expanded field would do worse for us. However, that is not the case. The expanded field has actually made this World Cup more competitive. It's made it more interesting. There's been better matchups all over the place, whether it's the group stages, whether it's the knockouts. So kudos to FIFA for the expanded field, and eventually we're going to get to 64, but as of right now, it's very good. JV Flores, one last comment before we get into break. Again, get your comments in, like the stream. If you have not already, share it be a friend, and share the stream as well with anyone. USA versus Belgium, all-time have faced 5 times, 4 W's for Belgium, 1 for the USA. We faced twice in 2014, W for Belgium, and our solo win was back in 1930. Well, I think in 1930 we made it to the semifinals of the World Cup, so maybe that's a good omen. We finally did get the European monkey off of our back, so we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for the first segment here. We are going to now get fully in depth with the U.S. men's national team for probably the next 5 hours. I don't know. It was a great game yesterday, but anyway, inside the game, Detroit episode 313 will continue after this, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome to the National Soccer Network, your home for soccer. One destination, every match, every moment. Built for players, powered by passion. Live games, highlights, and more each and every day. Only on the National Soccer Network.
The biggest stage in world soccer is here, and every goal changes everything. And now, FanDuel is giving you a reason to root for every single one. Introducing Every Goal Pays. Bet on a match and get bonus bets for every goal scored in that match. More goals means more bonus bets, and all you have to do is turn on your token. Are the U.S. going to go on a deep run, reach a semifinal, or even a final in a dream world? From the opening whistle to the final kick, let there be goals on FanDuel. Visit FanDuel.com to get started now. 21 and over, select states. For Kansas, in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino. 18 and over in D.C., Kentucky, and Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. In Connecticut, call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. In Maryland, visit mdgamblinghelp.org. In Massachusetts, visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050. In New York, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Louisiana, call 1-877-770-7867.
So the dream behind Irene's was simply to be a place where the community could come and gather. This is my hometown, we're raising our family here, and we just want to be a space where people can come together as a community and share a great meal. We've got golf simulators, we got pinball, live music, trivia nights, but we also have fresh, always homemade, locally sourced food, and we serve it with a sense of Gemütlichkeit. This is a German word that conveys a sense of warmth and coziness and belonging. We're excited to show off how we're growing and that this is the place to be.
All right, welcome back into Inside the Game, Detroit version, episode 313. My name is Ryan Glitzky, James Schofield, our producer here. We're going to get right back. We're going to get immediately into the USA versus Bosnia conversation with our guy, P. Morton7960 in the chat. Again, get your comments. Continue to bring them in. Would much rather hear your thoughts on the games rather than just me yap about some BS. I don't know. Lukaku has played more minutes in this World Cup than he played for his club team last season. If there's a time to beat them, it's now while they're old and wounded. Yes, they are old. And I just want to go over, I do agree with you, P. Morton. They are not the same side. They still have some quality. I think Jeremy Doku is still a very good player. Leandro Trossard, shout out my Arsenal guy, still a very good player. But I just want to go over the starting 11s from 2014 real quick before we get into the depth of what we saw last night. So, Belgium's starting lineup. Thibaut Courtois, Toby Alderweireld, Daniel Van Buiten, Vincent Kompany, Jan Vertonghen, Axel Witsel, Marouane Fellaini, Kevin De Bruyne, Eden Hazard, Dries Mertens, and Divock Origi. Okay, that's very good starting 11. That team, I think, lost to Argentina in the next round in the quarterfinals. Now, let's get into the USA. Tim Howard, obviously, a great performance that he had. Fabian Johnson got subbed off for DeAndre Yedlin, who was supposed to be the next big thing. Omar Gonzalez, Matt Besler, DeMarcus Beasley, Jeff Cameron. We're playing 5 at the back? 2, 3, 4. Were we playing 5? Michael Bradley, Jermaine Jones, Alejandro Bedoya, Clint Dempsey, and Graham Zusi. That was the starting 11s, guys. That was the starting 11 for the USA against Belgium. I would take this starting 11 that you saw last night, and even now with Balogun out, and then you put in a Ricardo Pepi, I would take our starting 11 100 times over that one. The only thing that 2014 roster has over this roster is Tim Howard. That's the only one that we have. That is the only thing that 2014 roster has. Yeah, Doku was cooking us. Yeah, if we go back to that friendly back in March, yeah, for sure. But again, Anthony Robinson, can he lock him up? Can an Alex Freeman lock him up? Again, Jedi Robinson, arguably one of the best left backs in the Premier League. I didn't say that. The people have said that about Jedi Robinson. But anyway, USA over Bosnia last night. We have harped on this show and so many times throughout USA soccer media, whatever it is, that this team is weak. This team does not have the grit. This team isn't rough. This team isn't tough. They are walkovers. In this World Cup, they continue to prove us wrong on that narrative. This is the second time in this World Cup that they have proven us wrong on that narrative. The Australia game was number 1, and the Bosnia game yesterday, number 2, which, by the way, I am sad that I no longer can say, have you ever been to Bosnia? Shout out Thad Castle. But I'm glad I can't say that again. I can't say that again anymore. But they continue to prove us wrong on the narrative about Can they finally to take us out? Or are they tough enough? They are way tougher than I thought they would be. They continue again. It's an ugly, scrappy game yesterday. Yedlin had great recovery speed, but he was too short to win headers and he couldn't cross worth a name. You're correct. You are correct. He did have again. He was like Lisandro Martinez before Lisandro Martinez, even though Lisandro Martinez is a better player than DeAndre Yedlin ever is. And he made the 2022 World Cup roster, which is funny. But that Bosnia game yesterday, again, Bosnia is not the greatest team in the world. I'm not gonna stand on my high horse and say like this is like the best win we've ever had. Yada yada yada. Whatever it is. All I'm saying is, they have been proving me wrong a couple times in this World Cup, and yesterday was another show of it. They played tough. They were down a man for a half hour. They didn't give up a goal. They actually even scored a goal to Malik Tillman. Great finish he had. But in the first 20 minutes, it was all about trying to figure things out. It was all about trying to figure how to defeat this low block. We didn't have the same success we did against Paraguay, and I think that is because I think Christian Pulisic was taken out of the game a little bit. I think Bosnia did a very good job of kind of boxing in Christian Pulisic, not allowing him to create a ton. And obviously now all the attention is going to go. Again, Belgium is not going to do that. They have players that, again, maybe that game suits us a little bit more. It's a little bit more free flowing a little bit because Belgium is not going to sit in a low block the way Bosnia did. But it took us a little bit to wake up. It took us a little bit to figure things out. But eventually we started to pick them apart. And obviously Flo Balogun gets the goal. And again, it was a horrible mistake. That goalkeeper yesterday for Bosnia, Vasili, I don't know how to pronounce it, was god awful. This guy was dog shit yesterday. Him sending it long was the reason why we scored the first goal. Didn't have to, but he sends it long. We're able to win it back, and we're able to pounce on the mistake. Flo Balogun puts the ball in the back of the net. It's 1-0. And Balogun, if we're being honest, had an opportunity yesterday at the end of the half to make it 2-0. At the end of the half, he had an opportunity. So that's all I'm saying is we had chances in that game. What did I say before the game? Take your chances. You are not going to have many clear-cut chances in this game against Bosnia. We just aren't. But they continue to show up in a big way. I would have liked to see a little bit more out of Christian Pulisic, but I think he was kind of taken out of the game defensively from Bosnia. I think they took him out of the game personally. But you know what? USA, they got it done no matter what. And defensively, Tim Ream. I hated Tim Ream. I did not want Tim Ream to be on this roster. I didn't want Tim Ream to be a starter. I wanted to be on the roster, but he continues to prove me wrong as well. He continues to play well. It's almost like this entire U.S. men's national team continues to prove me wrong. But I will say this. I will say this so far. We still haven't beaten anyone yet. The USA has yet to beat a team with a pulse. You look at let's find the World Cup rankings for you guys. Again, the Paraguay game is looking better and better for us. Don't get me wrong, just simply because of the fact that they're in the round of 16 already. But just for reference, last night Bosnia, 61st rank. That's not an impressive win to me. It's a knockout win, yes, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that we are back. Paraguay, 34th. Turkey, 27th, who we lost to, and then our best win is Australia, who is 28th. That is our best win against Australia, who's 28th. We have still yet to beat a team with a pulse. That's what I would like to say. We have not. If we beat Belgium, then I can finally say that we've beaten a team with a pulse. But now we finally get to see how legit this U.S. men's national team is. But now, P. Morgan, again, keep your comments rolling in. I would say start Pepe and Wright up top against Belgium, but then we don't have any strikers on the bench. I would, Germany elimination team, Paraguay. Yeah, no, like I will say that win for Paraguay makes the USA look a little bit better, but I still would like us to see, like to beat a team with a pulse. And no, you're right. I would say to the Pepe thing, I would 100% start a Ricardo Pepe against Belgium. I would not start Haji Wright because you are correct. We don't have any strikers on the bench, and that might limit us a little bit. You could maybe throw a Tim Weah up there up top, but again, Tim Weah did not do a whole lot in the Turkey A game. So I would definitely start Ricardo Pepe and see what he can do. But again, Haji Wright, I'd keep him on the bench. Tim Weah is your other striking option. I don't know if he's the best one that you can bring off the bench, but he's definitely an option you can bring off the bench. I was not super impressed with him against Turkey, but Flo's definitely going to hurt. But when you look at it, again, we should have beat Bosnia. We should have beat them. I'm not going to sit here and say, like, we just knocked off the world champions, we're going to go win a World Cup. Not saying that at all, because that's not true, and I don't want to lie to you guys and just start saying stuff to make you feel better about your team or whatnot. That's not me. I'm not going to say that. What I would rather say is we're supposed to beat Bosnia. Good win, yes. Scrappy win, yes. It's like I said, I don't care how it happens, just get it done. Whether that is an ugly win, whether it's a 5-0 pretty looking win, whatever it is. But they got the job done. We were supposed to beat Bosnia. We beat them. I'm never going to apologize for winning a World Cup knockout match because we've never done it since 2002. I'm never going to get upset about it. But now the real journey starts. Is the U.S. men's national team legit? Are we actually making noise? Are we actually going to start to compete on the world stage? That's now coming up against Belgium. And let me tell you something, guys. The last 4 World Cups that we've been in, including this one, we've made it to the round of 16. So it's not like we've gone out there and it's like, all right, guys, all right, we're back. This is a successful World Cup. It's not a successful World Cup yet. If we go out and beat a Belgium, boom, I'll tell you, a successful World Cup right then and there. But we've been to the round of 16 time and time again. We lost to the Dutch, we lost to the Belgians, and we lost to Ghana back in 2010. Let's not have a repeat here. We need to advance. We need to get into the quarterfinals because guess what? That means we can finally say we're back. We can We can finally say, actually, to the 1930 team, we can finally say that we're back or whatever it is. But we can finally say that we can make a little bit noise. Soccer can start to take, or the world can start to take soccer a little bit seriously in this country. But hey, let's take care of business against Belgium on Monday, and then we can party. Hey, let's enjoy this party for the weekend. It's 4th of July weekend. I know everyone is going to celebrate, but hey, let's celebrate today. Let's celebrate tomorrow. Let's party on the 4th. But once Monday comes around, hey, we've got to realize that, hey, we've got an opportunity to win the biggest game in U.S. men's national team history. That's all I'm saying is we have an opportunity to win the biggest thing in World Cup history. P. Morton, again, continue to get your comments in there. He's been active in the chat. Only team that has played a team with a pulse and advanced is Morocco and Paraguay. Japan got Brazil for round 32. No thanks. Yeah, no, I would agree with you, P. Morton. Again, Morocco, Netherlands, I thought it was a little bit of a shame that those two had to play each other in the round of 32. But hey, that's just the way that the draw works. That was a great game, by the way. I would love to see that matchup in like a round of 16 round of 16 minimum, a quarterfinal type of a matchup. But hey, we got it in the round of 32. Thought it was a fantastic matchup. Would not want to play Brazil in the round of 32. Would rather play Bosnia. But again, Brazil does not strike the fear in me anymore. So again, I would not mind playing a Brazil in the round of 16 and beyond that, just simply because they don't strike the fear in me anymore. What's up, Fabian? JV Flores, Pepe, and Pulisic have a great chemistry. I would put them up there together. Well, if you look at the formation, Pulisic and Pepe aren't going to be playing like side by side. Pepe's going to be a little bit more of a hold-up player and probably distributing into a Pulisic, like Pete Morton says. Pepe is too slow to run onto through balls, unfortunately. That's where I think what Pepe's going to do. He's just going to hold up the ball, try to ping passes in behind. Is Serginho Dest going to do something? Is Christian Pulisic going to make a little bit of noise in that Belgium game, just holding up the ball? That's why I think Ricardo Pepi is. For a player to run in behind, you're probably looking at a Tim Weah, P. Morton, or JV. That's probably what you're looking at, is if Tim Weah can play up top. He's played up top before. I think he actually started out as a striker when he was at PSG. So Pepe or Weah is going to be that striker that you can go in behind. So that's what I'm saying, is because I don't think Pepe's going to be able to run in behind consistently. Haji Wright definitely is not going to be able to do that. So if you want a striker to run in behind, it's most likely going to be a Tim Weah. Fabian, we will beat Belgium and face Spain versus Portugal. I honestly got my wish for Ryan months ago. I told Ryan and Nate that I wanted to see Spain or Portugal versus the U.S. We will win USA, USA, USA. Well, can I tell you something first, Fabian? Can I tell you something first? I don't think Portugal wins tonight. I think Croatia wins tonight. I think Croatia is going to beat Portugal. Croatia always has some World Cup magic. Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal have not looked very good in this tournament so far. The only one that looked good against was Uzbekistan. I could have looked good against Uzbekistan. So I think Croatia's going to upset. I don't think we're going to have a chance to play Portugal. But Spain on the other side, I would like to play as Spain. They were my World Cup favorites coming in. I will probably retract that statement unless they look very good today against Austria. But I would retract it at the moment. But no, Spain has Austria, and then you're probably playing Croatia. So no, interesting to see. I think you could throw Croatia in that mix, Fabian, because I don't think Portugal is going to win tonight. I think it's going to be Croatia to pull off the upset, and then Cristiano Ronaldo is going to cry off of the field after this one. But no, again, keep your comments rolling in. We'll get into the Flo Balogun red card after the next break. But if you guys have any more thoughts on the Bosnia game, continue to get those thoughts in there. All I'll say is, again, They were gritty last night. That's all that matters. We were supposed to win the game. You got the job done. It was a business trip. Now, actually, what are the opening odds for this USA-Belgium game? Do we know what the I don't know if they even have opening odds. Ryan, say France. Say I love Mbappe over your Messi. No, I do. I don't like Kylian Mbappe because guess what? He doesn't do anything against in club play. Tell me what Kylian Mbappe has done for Real Madrid and PSG. He's done nothing. P. Morton was moving like he was on NyQuil against Turkey. Haji has a speed runner behind, has the size to hold off defenders. I would disagree a little bit. Also, I don't think the guys were really that in tune. I don't think those guys were in rhythm. I really don't. I don't think those players were in rhythm at all against Turkey because they haven't really been playing together. So that's what I would say about that. Oh my Lord. Oh my. The USA against Belgium as of right now, 9:36 a.m. Eastern Time on July 2nd, is a betting favorite against Belgium. The U.S. men's national team is a betting favorite against Belgium. That's absurd. Again, I thought yesterday, I think they were like a minus 750 favorite yesterday, minus 650. Did not expect that. But a favorite against Belgium? Vegas knows something. Vegas knows something. And I don't know what it is, but Vegas knows something. We'll have to see what the line change looks like against Belgium. But yeah, that's crazy. Did not expect USA to be a betting favorite against Belgium. Does Vegas know something that we do not know? Because it looks like Vegas knows something because I did not expect that. Are they getting high on the USA? Because I don't know. I don't know if I would take the USA as a betting favorite. I still would lean Belgium as the betting favorite. So that's interesting, man. That is truly interesting for the U.S. men's national team to be a betting favorite over Belgium. But the last thing I'll say about the USA-Bosnia game last night is when they went down a man yesterday, which we will get into the Flo Balogun conversation after this, is after they went down a man, they defended their asses off. They were putting bodies in front of shots. Bosnia did have a couple of opportunities that really scared the crap out of me, but I thought that they were really good yesterday defensively, blocking shots, clearing crosses, getting in front of crosses, being the first one to win the header. Tim Ream was great. Chris Richards, Alex Freeman, all those guys were phenomenal last night. Matt Freese didn't have to make any crazy saves, but again, I thought they were good yesterday. They were good enough defensively, down a player for 30 minutes, and also we haven't gotten into the Malik Tillman thing. I see P. Morton's and Fabian's comments. We'll get to them in a second. Let me get this one in before I get there. Malik Tillman, I think he's one of our most unsung heroes on this team. He created the pass yesterday for Flo Balogun. He's got at least one assist. I know against Paraguay, I don't think they counted yesterday as an assist too. But Malik Tillman is slowly becoming a fan favorite. He's an unsung hero. He scores. The free kick yesterday wasn't the prettiest of free kicks, but you know what? It goes in the back of the net. I don't care how it happens, but he put the ball in the back of the net. It was a great free kick. By the way, that goal is on our social media. It's in our YouTube shorts. Go check that out if you haven't already. But it was a great performance yet again by Malik Tillman. Great free kick, found the back of the net. That's all that matters, is that it goes on the back of the net. And that goal right there, shout out Vince Carter. It's over. It's over after that. And then you have the 10 minutes of added time, which was expected, which I was saying. But no, he played really good yesterday. Malik Tillman is playing very well. He's stepping up in big moments. And I'm glad that Malik Tillman is a part of the U.S. men's national team. And I didn't expect him to be that big of did not expect Malik Tillman to be that big of a piece for the USA and especially in this World Cup, but he has played extremely well in this tournament so far. Let's see, Fabian, he got World Cup title and Golden Boot. He will break the World Cup goal score. He will break the most goals scored. If France wins this World Cup, he will get Ballon d'Or. He will win the CL and La Liga title with Mourinho. Mbappe and Real Madrid's a mess. So, yeah, no, he's definitely not winning anything. Typically, Barcelona wins La Liga, Fabian, so I can't say that at all. Mark your words. Okay, all right. He's going to break the record eventually, but I don't think it's going to be this year. P. Morton Weah has also been playing wingback too long, lost his winger skills, and his preferred side on the right. I'm just saying, if we're going off options on the bench, I think Tim Weah is probably a better option than a Giovanni Reyna. Because I just don't like Gio Reyna. He doesn't pass the ball, man. He just does stupid shit. Aronson didn't do a whole lot. Zendejas, no thank you. Let's see here. Fabian, he will also tie or break Pele World Cup championship record as well. No, he's not. Your Messi can't even do that. The only way Messi got a World Cup was because of Di Maria and maybe the fact that he scored all of those goals. Lionel Messi did and continued to carry his squad. Di Maria wouldn't have played. They would have lost 3-1. Last time I checked, Messi scored 2 goals, converted his PK, and was an integral part in winning the match, Fabian. So just say you're a Messi hater. But no, I do think Tim Weah is an option you can bring off of the bench. But anyway, it's going to wrap up USA. Actually, no, it's not going to wrap up it because we're going to get into the Flo Balogun red card. We could talk more about that on the other side of this one after the break, so don't go anywhere. Episode 313 continues.
Great game footage starts with Veo. Now a pass deep and up front. With NSN, we can transfer your Veo footage into a professional broadcast. Elevate your Veo experience today. Call 248-525-2083.
Opportunity and a shot and a goal!
The National Soccer Network, your home for soccer.
All right, welcome on in here to Inside the Game, episode 313. My name is Ryan Glinsky. Producer James Schofield is in the building. We're going to get to the Flo Balogun red card here in a second. Was it truly a red card? We did have a couple comments coming on during the break. Again, get your thoughts in there if you want your comment heard about that. But here we go. P. Morton said, Reyna hasn't played a full match in a year at least. Yeah, it's simple, and JV Flores says it too. Yeah, just start Pepe and work from there. Like, the guys that you're going to have to bring in come off the bench, whether that is a Gio Reyna, a Tim Weah, a Haji Wright, like, you're going to have to bring those guys off the bench. Look, the USA is very thin at the moment in terms of their forwards, especially with the Flo Balogun suspended. So, yeah, it's simple as this, Pochettino. Start Ricardo Pepi up top, and then work around that, and then bring guys in off the bench if need be, because it's going to be, again, we're going to have to look at Christian Pulisic. Christian Pulisic, you've got an opportunity. You're already a U.S. men's national team star. We need you to be a U.S. men's national team legend on Monday, and you can cement yourself as a legend if you can get past Belgium and move on into the next one. I also would like to see Weston McKennie get into the attack a little bit more in that game. Fabian, by the way, dude, this guy just hates Lionel Messi.
Here we go again.
He hates Messi with a passion, bro. I generally have no idea what Messi's ever done to Fabian. He's asking James. He said, he's telling James. He's not asking James. He says, James, the score will be 1-1. Oh, wait, this says, I can't wait for Cape Verde to beat Messi. I want to see you cry a river like Justin Timberlake, LOL. He says, James, the score will be 1-1. They will lose on PKs. He's already put $500 on that.
So wait, did you Sorry, did you just do the straight score, or are you putting 500 on the parlay?
I genuinely have no idea what.
That's
what
the question, Fab. You gotta tell us.
Fabian has had
some of those nutso bets, man.
He's had a couple of interesting.
Yeah.
He's got the USA, put like $2,000 on the USA making the semis. I don't think that's happening. Which, by the way, if you're just joining us for the first time, James will shave his head, I guess, if the USA does make the semifinals.
That's right.
So.
That's right. Yeah, last night was a lot of mixed emotions for me because we're advancing. I was like, oh, that's great, but at the same time.
yeah. So
we'll see, though. We'll see.
Hey, you still got a couple rounds to even get to that point.
Yeah,
I
we're almost there.
I don't believe we make the semifinals, but hey, we've got an opportunity to show how legit we are.
I don't know. I mean, I know you were saying last night that we should have won it, but still, even watching them when they were a man down, you couldn't tell. You know, I mean, I think they've got it. I think they've got the tenacity to get through.
Yeah, they do. But let's get into the controversy stuff here. U.S. men's national team, Flo Balogun, striker, who is, he has to be our leading scorer. He's got 3 goals already in this World Cup. He's been so good for the U.S. men's national team. Will not be in action against Belgium next round, simply because he does have a red card. And again, get your thoughts in there. JV Flores has already got his. If Messi didn't get a red card, which was against Algeria, Balogun shouldn't be a red card. Simple. The refs clearly said number 20 didn't intend to play the ball, so it's red card. Messi didn't intend to play the ball, so red. What if we make it to the semifinals and I bet 1K? Fabian, I don't know, bro. We are not going to the semifinals, guys. We're not. Here's what I'll say about the whole situation, because I know people are upset, and here's the only thing. Here's what I'll say about it. USA got unlucky. The whole Flo Balogun red card's on an unlucky situation. It looks horrible. And look, when you go to VAR is slowing things down. And I get it, it looks 10 times worse in the whole, I know it looks horrible in the whole slow-mo VAR, but that's what they're looking at. They're not going full speed. Did Balogun intend to do that intentionally? I would say probably not. I don't think he meant to do that. However, when the ankle makes an L, it's most likely going to be given as a red card. When I look at the Messi situation, it's just through the back of the calf. And we've seen so many times, as much as I watch the Premier League, I have seen Manchester United cleat someone straight in the back of the calf, and that's not given as a red card. And then the next game, I see a Granit Xhaka do the same exact thing, and that's a red card. Look, there's no consistency in terms of refereeing in the game of soccer. That's just the way that it is. But the way that it looked in the slow-mo, that's not a red card. But then when Mark Clattenburg says, well, you can imply a little bit of common sense here, saying he didn't intend to do it, he kind of just collided with the player there. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that that it didn't happen. Look, you can't appeal this thing because guess what? It went to VAR, and which is already kind of like the final stage of appealing something. Like if we didn't have VAR, if we did not have VAR, Balogun's probably not sent off, and even if he was sent off, we probably would be able to appeal it. But since it went to VAR, that's kind of like the final stage of appealing stuff. And I know you guys got your thoughts in there, and continue to get them rolling here, but I just want to say my words here before I get into your guys' comments. But it's an unlucky situation, but when the players don't overreact like that, I'm not that upset about it, because if Balogun were to flip out and Pochettino were to flip out and Pulisic, all those guys were able to flip out, I'm not that upset, because if they're not that upset, then I'm not that upset, because if they were to freak out and they had a reason to freak out, then yeah, I would be upset with them the whole time. But I genuinely do not think. Do I think it is a red card? I think it is an orange card. That's what I think it is. I think it is a step in between a yellow and a red. That's where I think it is, and that's kind of like the gray area where you can put, where you can say that it's a yellow or a red. I think probably a yellow should have been given there. It does look bad. It does look like malicious intent, but where VAR comes in is what they are saying is simply it endangers the opponent. The dude's ankle was an L, guys. That's exactly what his ankle looked like. That's endangering the opponent. That's a broken ankle damn near. So that's why that's given as a red card. Did he intend to do it or not? It doesn't matter, because it looked like his his ankle literally made a damn L. And then when you look at the Messi situation, it just goes through the back of the calf. He doesn't endanger the opponent because that Algeria's ankle didn't make an L. Like, it just went through the back of the calf. Messi probably should have been given a yellow card, but it wasn't. And they went to VAR. No one checked on it at all. And also, we also have to realize there are superstar whistles in sports. Like, watch the NBA. How many superstar whistles do certain players get over certain players? That happens all the time. And when you look at it, Messi's a superstar. He's the greatest player of all time. If your name is Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi, Erling Haaland, Harry Kane, those type of players, and you do the same exact thing Flo Balogun did, that's not a red card. But since Flo Balogun is not those players, as much as we say he's a superstar, he's not in the grand scheme of things. In the whole world sphere there, or in the world's game, he's not a superstar. He's not going to get the benefit of the doubt there. That's why Messi didn't get sent off there. It's as simple as that. I know you guys have gotten some comments and they're going to keep them rocking and rolling. P. Morton, Berhalter and Zendejas have what I call SLMS, short-legged midfielder syndrome. They aren't outrunning anyone, and if they get close enough for a tackle, probably gonna be a yellow. Yeah, no, you're right. You're not wrong there, P. Morton. And I will say that Berhalter has proved me wrong in this World Cup already. He has proved to be a difference maker coming off of the bench. I thought he was garbage coming into the tournament, but hey, Sebastian Berhalter has been good. Fabian, if we make it to the semifinals and Cape Verde wins, you gotta have me as a commentator. All right. P. Morton, Messi did that on purpose, though. I don't know if Messi did that on purpose. I don't know if he did. Dave says, afternoon all, which, by the way, Dave is one of our members. So if you want to be a member of the show, we do have exclusive content on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, little 10-15-minute segments. You guys can head over and do that. Dave is one of those. We're probably going to get some giveaways as well for our members, for you guys, shirts and whatnot. JV Flores, VAR just needs to get consistent. If we're going to stop the game, be consistent. Not call it in some games and the others you don't. Clear bias for FIFA's pampered, cute little boy Pessi. We just want consistency. JV, just for that statement alone, foul. 2 free throws for OKC. SGA taking 2 free throws. Ryan, you were wrong. Zlatan is the best player ever. LOL, don't let him catch you saying that. Zlatan can say all he wants. I do like Zlatan's ego, I'm not gonna lie. And you guys are not wrong, JV. You're not wrong, JV. We want consistency, but when we look at certain things and we're not going to get consistency as much as we want, because soccer is an interesting way. I mean, reffing sports is an interesting thing to put out there, because if you think about it, it's all up to the referee's discretion. It's not like that is a clear foul like in football, where it's like you take a lineman and you go outside of the numbers. That's a clear hold. Like, it's as clear as that. Sometimes things get missed, or a late hit on a quarterback, you hit him up in the head or neck area. That is a clear, unnecessary roughness, targeting maybe an ejection. So soccer is just one of those where it's discretion of the referee, and I don't think a lot of people understand that. I'm sure you guys understand that, but I know a lot of people in this country, especially, and hearing a lot of people talk about it, it's not like that, and they do get upset. But the issue is that Flo Balogun is not a superstar, guys. That is the issue. If Flo Balogun was a superstar, he doesn't get that whistle. How many times have we seen throughout the history where Barcelona, a Real Madrid, a Man United when they were very good, a Man City, even Arsenal this year, I will admit that Arsenal's gotten some favorable whistles, that those teams are going to get the benefit of the doubt in controversial situations. How many times are we going to get that? Like, how many times have we seen that? There are reasons why certain teams have have superstar whistles, and they do not get and they get those calls, and we just don't. Look, we have not gotten the respect from the world yet to get that. If Messi makes that, that's a yellow card. If Mbappe makes that, that's a yellow card. Look, that's Flo Balogun and the U.S. men's national team. Even though it's a home game, that is not a red card for those players. It's just simple as not. P. Morton, Messi was just staring at that man's calf like a turkey leg on Thanksgiving. I don't know if it was an intentional, guys. I don't think it was. No name into the chat. Welcome on in. Thoughts on Pepe versus... it means Belgium. I have not liked how we played so far. Maybe he will surprise us. Hey, next man up. Hopefully someone is able to... Again, by the way, nip it out of the butt. We cannot appeal. FIFA's already told the USA we cannot appeal the Flo Balogun situation. Is what it is. These are the cards that we were dealt with. We have got to play without Flo Balogun for this upcoming Belgium game. But I would say Pepe hasn't looked... I mean, he didn't do much against Australia. He did, but... The games are going to be different now when it comes to the USA. You are not going to see the USA dominate possession. You're not going to see the USA look as dominant as they did against a Bosnia, against a Paraguay, against an Australia. The game is going to be, it's going to be a little bit different. All right? U.S. men's national team might sit back a little bit more. Maybe they drop a body back. These other teams are not going to sit in low blocks the way Australia, Paraguay, and Bosnia did against us. The game, we're going to have maybe a couple more clear-cut chances. It's not going to be as ugly. It's going to be a little bit more free-flowing. So maybe Pepe surprises us a little bit because he's going to have a little bit more space. Look, when you saw those U.S. men's national team players yesterday against Bosnia, they did not have, when they found the ball in those pockets of space, like in the final third, in and around the final third, they did not have any room to operate. Legitimately not. It was one touch, had to get the ball off. We've got to spray it out wide. We've got to switch the play. It's as simple as that. So maybe no name. I don't mind I don't mind Ricardo Pepi. I think he could surprise us simply because of the fact that I don't think that we are going to I don't think we're going to have to play low blocks anymore. So he could surprise us if I'm being honest. Let's see here. Fabian, James, would you like to have me as a commentator for your show just so I can rage bait Ryan? James, deal. LOL. After his Queen comments the other day, I'm all for ticking him off. Guys, Queen just isn't... I'm not a Queen guy, guys. I'm not a Queen guy. I simple as that. I can respect what he did at Live Aid, but I am not a fan of Queen.
Coming up on the next Inside the Game members-only segment, a cage match between James Schofield and Ryan Glitsky over Queen.
I guess so. I did tick people a little bit off with that Queen comment. I did. My dad was sending me a couple of texts about that. Fabian James, I would like the Howard Stern 90s version of the National Soccer Network. I have no idea what he's talking about there. Not born in the 90s. P. Morton, Pepe is quick for his size, but unfortunately he hits top speed at 3 strides. He ain't going any faster. Guys, look, Ricardo Pepi and Haji Wright, if they're in the game, it's going to be to hold up the ball a little bit more and get it out wide to Christian Pulisic. We need Christian Pulisic to create chances, and those two players need to take their chances inside of the box. That's exactly what it needs to be. Get the ball to Christian Pulisic, drive forward, get crosses into the box, create havoc, create your chances, score goals. It's as simple as that. JV Flores, if there's one ref I trust, is the Paraguay number 10, cover his mouth. Decision, red card. No, that's a great moment, man. That's a great soundbite. This, like, if there's like top 10 moments in this World Cup, I think that whole Paraguay decision, the way the referee said that, I think that has to be up there in the top 10. Fabian James, imagine me interviewing Trinity Rodman. I don't know if we really want to have that, Fabian, but. All right, that's going to wrap up that portion of the show. If you don't like Queen, you may kick puppies, honestly, says
yes,
Morton.
Exactly. Exactly. Because if you don't like Queen, you have to be some sort of sociopathic psychopath, both at the same time. Like, you got to be. I mean, objectively, they are the greatest band. Like, even if...
They're not the greatest band of all time. The greatest band of all time are the Temptations. That is the greatest band of all time.
That is a good choice.
The Temptations are the greatest band of all time because you talk about Queen and like how they change different genres all the time and they have all this. The Temptations do the same thing. They've got fast songs, they got slow songs. They do it all. If Trugs did not take over the Temptations. They could have had a much longer career. However, they were not the brightest of the bunch. Can I send you a PayPal for the members only group? I'm in Peru, man. I don't know how the whole thing.
I can look into that. I can look into how to give Fabian the membership benefits somehow. We can try to figure it out. I can try to work game the system. Give me the weekend, Fab. Give me the weekend.
But anyway, all right. Let's get into after this break. Which again, maybe we just get into music debates for the rest of the show. I don't know. But again, yeah, no, we're definitely running past the 10 o'clock hour. I don't think we'll make it to 11, but we definitely have at least another half hour. Dave, bro, I don't like the Beatles either, man. I'm not a big Beatles guy either. I don't like much of their. Fabian, Ryan jams out to Bruno Mars. What can we say? Bruno Mars is that dude. He is. I heard
Bruno Mars is the modern day Michael Jackson without the controversy.
I was just about to say that. People said if Michael Jackson is the, what do they say? He's the king of pop. If Michael Jackson is the king of
Bruno
pop,
would be the prince.
Bruno would be the prince of pop.
Yeah.
So no, Bruno, and it's no. I think Bruno Mars does have a little bit of controversy. I think he gambles a lot, especially in Las Vegas. So I do think Bruno Mars does gamble quite a bit. Good point.
Yeah.
I think he does gamble quite a bit.
Hey, at least his controversy is fun.
Yeah, that is true. Bruno Mars is not the male version of Taylor Swift. But no, Dave, I'm not a fan of the Beatles. I never have been, never will be. Just not a fan of them. I think the biggest reason why I don't like Queen is when the movie came out, every single kid I went to school with was like, Queen is so good. They're so awesome. Let's just play it everywhere. Guys, if the movie did not exist, you guys would have no idea who they are. So,
you're telling me you're about to go on the I liked them before they were cool people. Like, oh yeah, you can't like them now.
It was so annoying, dude. Like they wouldn't for like 3 months straight in school. Everyone was like Queen, 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 and I was like, guys, without the movie, you wouldn't know who they are, and it was so annoying in school. So that's the real reason why I hate Queen. But anyway, let's get into after this one the five heartbeats is a certified classic. I was having a hard time. Is the 5 Heartbeats a Beatles song? James, is that what it is, or is that a Queen song?
No. That's what is it? It's a musical.
Oh, it's a musical?
I think yeah. Isn't it based off the Temptations? I think. I want to say.
Is it really?
I can't remember. It's been a minute. Because it's old. I mean, it's from like 30 years ago.
Really?
But yeah, I think it's about the Temptations.
Is it really?
Or based on it?
5 Heartbeats. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I generally don't. Is
5 friends leave their poor neighborhood and head for a new type of music, Motown. In this exciting film.
Oh, that is the name of the movie.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I have seen that. I didn't know that was the name of the movie. I just thought it was like the Temptation movie because it has been probably since I probably watched that one like 10 years ago. That was probably the last time I watched it. Was like 10 years ago. So, the best band is Metallica. I would love
Fab. We're not friends anymore.
I would love for the USA to walk out to Enter Sandman. I'm not gonna lie. I do like Metallica. I don't think they're the best band.
No.
But I do like Metallica. Virginia Tech, the greatest college football walkout of all time. Fill a stadium in Russia with 1 million people. Dave, I've liked Queen since 1995. All right, that's going to wrap up the music portion, guys. Unless you guys want to keep talking music. Bruno Mars is like the current version of Prince without all the church and a me. Bruno. I think Bruno Mars just has a gambling. By the way, he did a show in his current tour right now. He's wearing a Germany jersey for the World Cup, so that was pretty cool. All right, let's wrap up the music portion, guys. We've got to move on. We need to get into is the U.S. men's national team legit, guys? Right after this, so don't go anywhere on Inside the Game.
Great game footage starts with Veo.
Now a pass deep and up front.
With NSN, we can transfer your Veo footage into a professional broadcast. Elevate your Veo experience today. Call 248-525-2083.
Opportunity and a shot and a goal!
The National Soccer Network, your home for soccer.
All right, welcome back here into episode 313, the Detroit episode of Inside the Game. Again, hit the like button if you haven't already. Share the stream. Be a friend. Be a member if you guys want to for our exclusive content as well. Subscribe if you haven't already. We just hit over 13,000 yesterday after the watch party, so appreciate every single one of you. Just want to give a quick shout out to Fabian, P. Morton, Dave in the chat. We've had JV Flores in the chat. No Name has been in the chat. Technically, I have been in the chat. So shout out to all you guys for commenting in on the show, showing the show and the network a ton of love. Again, get your comments rocking and rolling in as well. Again, your comments will show up right up on the screen. So, all right, let's get into, is the U.S. men's national team actually legit? Because, look, guys, we have not beaten anyone good yet. We have beaten teams that we should. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis from the TV mini. Otis, bro. Otis is still. What's funny is Otis is still hanging around. P. Morton. It's. Otis is still hanging around. Of all the original Temptations, he's still hanging around. But the scarf just fell. That sucks. But no. U.S. men's national team is more legit than buying Versace in Italy. We're home. We're united, and we are hungry. All I'll say this, guys, is we finally can tell if this team is legit. We have a matchup in Belgium who is top 10 in the nation, or top 10 in the world. They're number 9. USA is 15. Let's just go over the rankings and who we've played so far. We have played, let's see here. We played Australia and Turkey. 27 is Turkey. Australia is 28. Australia might bump up a little bit if they win their round of 16 or round of 32 game. Paraguay is 34. They jumped 7 spots. Again, that game does look better for us. And then Bosnia, who we beat yesterday, was 61. So it's as simple as this, guys. To be legit, we've got to go beat a team like a Belgium. We do have to legit to quit. We do have to beat a team like Belgium to be considered legit, because look, in 2014, I remember the conversations back in the day after 2014, how we lost to Belgium in that tournament, and we beat Ghana in the tournament. We tied Portugal with Cristiano Ronaldo, and then lost 1-0 to Germany, lost to Belgium. But if you really look at those games, we got outplayed in every single one of those games. We were not good at all in any of those games. So we take a look now. We played better than the teams we were supposed. Look, we were supposed to beat Paraguay. We were supposed to beat Australia. Turkey, it was always kind of a toss-up, but again, the game doesn't really matter at this point anymore, simply because of the fact that we didn't play our best guys. They didn't they didn't play their best guys either. Or they did play their best guys. We didn't play our best guys. They were out. We were already at top of the group, so it didn't really matter. But Bosnia, we were supposed to beat. We beat them. So now we've got to go out and see if we're legit. If the USA wants the world to respect us in soccer, you go out and beat a team like Belgium. And you've got to play in a respectful way. I'm not talking about we sit behind the ball for 90 minutes, we get a lucky break here and there, we get a goal, we win in overtime, or a PK shootout, or it looks bad. We've got to be a little bit respectful in it. Again, I will always say, hey, a win is a win. We'll never apologize for a win in the World Cup. But to get the world to respect you, because this is what this World Cup is all about, earning respect from the world, earning respect from the world, and also captivating a nation, trying to get more people to get this sport to grow in the country. And I think we are doing that so far. But what I'm saying is we need to go find out if we're legit. We've beaten the teams we were supposed to beat. Now, can we beat the teams we aren't supposed to beat? In 2014, I know I kind of missed the point where I was trying to land the plane there, is in 2014, the conversation after the World Cup was simply, can we beat the Colombias? Can we beat the Belgiums of the world? All right, that's the conversation that happened. Then we don't qualify for the 2018 World Cup. Absolute debacle of a World Cup qualifying window. After that, We then have to go into 2022. We were outplayed in just about every single game of that one. Actually, maybe not. Wales and Iran, I thought were pretty even. I thought we were a little bit of the better team on the day as well. But England outplayed for sure. Netherlands outplayed for sure. Now we've been outplaying this team. We've outplayed, I think, just about every team we've played so far outside of Turkey. But now can we beat a team like Belgium? Can we earn the respect? We were finally back to where we were 8 years ago. It's funny to think, or 12 years ago. It's funny now to think about it that it is against Belgium, and it's some of those players are from that same Belgium team that we're playing against. P. Morton, we got to lock down Doku, cut off his passing lanes in our final third, and hope he runs himself out. And you're correct, P. Morton. I wonder if maybe Bosnia, or the way USA has the same approach with Doku, maybe the same way Bosnia had the same approach with the Christian Pulisic. I have been saying it, Miracle 2026, guys. We are not winning the World Cup. Please stop saying that we're going to win the World Cup.
Come on, man. Be a true Detroiter and say this is our year.
It's not. Guys, we're not winning the World Cup, guys. We're not winning the World Cup. As much as I would love to say it, we're not winning the World Cup. JV Flores, probably with comment of the day so far. I would just bring Courtois' girlfriend to De Bruyne, and just let him punch me so he can get a red. If you know, you know. Yeah, no, you're 100% correct. You're 100% correct, JV Flores. Which crazy scenario. Crazy how both of them are still teammates for the Belgian national team, if I'm being completely honest. Berhalter had us playing back pass FC style. You're correct. You know the movies, and people go in apeshit if we make the semifinals. Yeah, no, the people will go apeshit if we make the semifinals, but I don't think we're getting there, guys. I don't think we're getting there. It all before we go that far ahead, guys, we've got to beat Belgium. Let's enjoy the 4th of July weekend, and then let's focus on Belgium on Sunday. It's as simple as that, guys. Let's focus in on Belgium. Aren't you patriotic? I should send you to Uruguay, LOL. I am patriotic. I get behind the team, but there's a difference between delusion and realism. And I'm a realism, and I am delusional sometimes, but I'm more realistic than not. But if we want the world to say that we are legit, you go out and you beat a Belgium like this. I would love to see if we beat Belgium. I think we can. I think that we can beat Belgium. I really do. I think we can beat Belgium even without a Flo Balogun. I truly do, because Belgium hasn't done jack shit this tournament. They have done legitimately nothing to prove me that they can beat us. Because you look at their group stages games, Iran, they were lucky to get a point. Egypt, they're lucky to get a point. They took care of business against New Zealand or whatever it was, but New Zealand is the lowest ranked team in the World Cup. And then against Senegal, they didn't look impressive either again. So they struggled. They probably could have lost that game. But no, it's as simple as this, guys. Go out and beat Belgium. I think we can beat Belgium and take care of business. If we take that, the world can finally say that the USA is kind of legit at the soccer sport. And if we're legit in soccer, people really are not going to like us, because if we finally get that, people are really going to piss us off. Bro, you know how much I can make if they win the whole ball of wax? I bet, but I bet you can, but we're not winning it. We are not winning the World Cup.
Fab, did you do it when it was like that? What was it, like plus 2,500 to go all the way? I think that's what they had when you were betting on it. Yeah, it was. I looked it up. Yeah, it was plus 2,500. Is that when you jumped on it? Because I mean, if that's the case, I'd pop 100 on that.
guys, that's a waste of $100. Guys, there's a sense of USA ego-ness this is not even soccer related. I think USA just has egos because we think we're the best in everything. And now that we've had 3 wins already in this World Cup, we think that we're going to go super far. Guys, we haven't beaten anyone good yet. If you want people like myself and other people around the world to simply say 1K equals 85K for the semifinals, I don't think we're getting that. And it'd be really awesome if you can get that, Fabian. Looks like you got to send in some super chats more often than if you get that.
I was about to say, yeah, Fabian's going to buy memberships for everybody.
But I look at it and I think to myself, we've got to beat someone good. We have not beat anyone good yet. So let's see what can happen. P. Morton, Senegal let half broke up, Lukaku sub in, and with a full superhero pose and take the match. De Bruyne was writing his retirement letter. You put 1K on them to win. I make 100. Jesus. Oh my God, Fabian, dude. Oh my God. All right, guys. If we want to win, if we want to take everyone serious, we got to go out and beat Belgium. I don't think that. I think we can win, but as of right now, I need to see it to believe it. Backo in the chat. Welcome in, Backo. Haven't seen you in a couple days. Welcome back in. USA looking nice, though. They beating the Frenchies. Oh, my Lord. Oh, okay. I don't think we're beating France either. I like the optimism, guys. Fabian, Baco, P. Morton, JV Flores. You guys
I'm going with them all.
Yeah, and James is now.
I'm with them all. I'm with you all, everybody. I'm with you all. This is our year. U.S. is taking the whole thing. There's going to be celebrations in the street, and I'm going to look at Ryan and say, I told you so.
Fabian can't read that, but guys, I love the optimism. I truly love the optimism about the U.S. men's national team. But guys, we're not. I don't think we're getting to the semifinals, quarterfinals. Anything after the round of 16 is just house money at that point. And it's just fun. But guys, I don't think we're winning the World Cup. I don't think we're getting to the semifinals. If that happens, that would be awesome. I think it would be awesome if we could get to a semifinals, is anything like that. That's what I'm saying, P. Morton. Nobody's beating France without breaking some legs. You could probably put the B team of France in, and they probably would make the quarterfinals, maybe even the semifinals. So, and they'll give me a sweet as well. Jesus, Fabian. But no, we've got to beat someone real. JV Flores, Mbappe got nothing on Pulisic. We're taking Liberty down to the NYC streets. You guys crack me up, man. You guys crack me up about this whole thing. You guys are great. I love these comments. The optimism, I like it. I'm not that optimistic yet about this team. They've outplayed every team they've played so far, but again, now we finally get the real test against Belgium. Can we get it? Let's just do this one last. How about we do this? Let's keep the conversation here. We're not going to go to the break here. Again, I don't think we're going to go to the full 11 a.m. Here. We're still workshopping how much we want to go, but we're going to go in the last segment here. I've decided Ryan isn't permitted to watch fireworks on the 4th. Why can't I watch the fireworks?
Because listen, only the truly faithful, only the true USMNT faithful can watch the fireworks. All right, bud.
All right, let's get into the last thing here on Inside the Game before we get into question of the day. Probably go like about another 15 minutes. Is the send Ryan to Canada? Jesus. I don't want to go there. It's too cold. I don't want to go there. But let's take a look at the fact that CONCACAF, the host nations, need to also be legit too, because CONCACAF hasn't beat anyone either. To Quebec, no. Baco, Belgium still revolving around De Bruyne and Lukaku. Their days are done. That's why I'm saying I do like us. I do like our chances against Belgium. I really do. But I think Canada, Mexico, and the U.S., I think all CONCACAF nations, again, all three of them are in the round of 16. But I do believe that I think all three teams need to beat someone legit. We take a look at Mexico. Where are the teams that they're ranked against? Ecuador, they do have the highest win out of any CONCACAF team in 24. Ecuador, that is where they are ranked. And then Czechia and Korea are outside of the top 30. So that one, again, doesn't even matter. I think Czechia is Czechia is 48. They're almost at 50. We take a look at Canada. Qatar, do we really need to say more about Qatar? They are awful. They have been horrible this entire tournament. Where are they? Where's Qatar in the rankings? Are they outside the top 60? No, I think they're outside the top. Yeah, they're 59. They're just about 59. Switzerland, they lost the only game. They lost the only game that really mattered against a tough team. And then who else? They Canada tied with Bosnia. So none of these teams have really beat anyone. And if we look at CONCACAF and P. Morton, France locks in and look like a gang of ninjas teleporting around the pitch, dude. They just lock. Dude, they don't like lock in for like 20 minutes, dude. It's weird. It takes them a minute to truly lock in. But you look at CONCACAF and you look at, like, the world has disrespected CONCACAF in the international play, have disrespected CONCACAF heading into this World Cup, and rightfully so. And I mean, I think the last USA is Goncalvo. USA is top 5 favorites to win World Cup in Polymarket with an 11.8%. Oh God, man.
Wait. So are you saying that even more people agree, Ryan?
Guys, we're not winning the World Cup. We're not.
We're winning the World Cup, Ryan. We are taking the World Cup.
We're not taking the World Cup, man.
It's happening, bro. It's happening.
Fabian, been telling Ryan that France will win for the past 6 months. We'll have to see if they can do it finally. JV Flores, we welcome everyone to the USA bandwagon after we give Belgium a taste of freedom. Look, I have watched damn near every USA World Men's National Team match, friendly, Gold Cup, Copa America, World Cup since 2010. But guys, I genuinely don't think we're winning. I don't think we're winning the World Cup. I don't think we're getting to a semifinals. Awesome as that would be, I don't believe we're getting into a final. USA winning the World Cup will bring world peace. Baco, I don't think it brings world peace. I think if anything,
that's the opposite.
Everyone's gonna get mad at us because they're gonna be like, because what is soccer? It's the one sport that the world has against the USA. Like basketball, football, hockey, baseball, all the major sports. I mean, even swimming and all those other track and field and all that. We have that in the world. Soccer is the one sport that we don't have, and people just aren't liking it. Baco, USA, or we didn't say that one. P. Morton, England ain't getting past Mexico in Azteca even with oxygen. I think that is going to be a very, very good game. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited for it. Wish we could do a watch party for it, but we got other stuff going on here in the studio on Sunday evening. Russell Crowe will be Pochettino. My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius. Goncalvo, 90 minutes. USA 39%, draw 31%, Belgium 30%. Qualification including penalties, USA 54, Belgium 46. USA is a favorite. All right, USA strength and honor. USA is the favorite against Belgium. All right, let's get into why CONCACAF. All three of these teams need to beat someone legit. Mexico hasn't beat anyone legit. USA hasn't beat anyone legit. Canada hasn't beat anyone legit yet. Now, all three teams have the opportunity in the round of 16. Canada has Morocco. I don't think they're going to beat Morocco. Mexico has England. I think Mexico has a very good shot at beating England based on what I saw yesterday and it being at Azteca. And USA has a very good chance of beating Belgium. So I think two of those teams, Canada I think is they're washed. They're getting knocked out. But Mexico and the U.S., can one of those teams get CONCACAF again? I don't root for the conference or the grouping of the teams, whatever. I'm not rooting for the region, but I am just saying that they could make some noise in this one. The Sooner of Maroon 5. Why Adam Levine? All right, Kevin Hart will be Freeman in elect. Jesus, you guys are just going all over the place right now with this whole USA making the World Cup. Hey, I like that you guys are drinking the Kool-Aid. I really do. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid on the U.S. men's national team winning the World Cup. I'm just not. Let's get through Belgium first. And then we can finally decide, because I think Croatia beats Portugal tonight. I really do. I don't expect Portugal to advance. I expect us to, honestly, can Spain even get past Croatia if they were to play? So I think Croatia and Spain have both been kind of fraud, or Spain and Portugal have both been kind of frauds. JV, Mexico has great shot in England, and we're giving Belgium freedom. Canada is cooked. All right, we'll take your words for all of it, guys. I do like it. I do like all the optimism. I'm absolutely loving this show, guys. Absolutely loving this show. Anyway, let's get into question of the day, James. Let's rock and roll in question of the day.
All right, so yeah, this one's kind of self-serving for myself because for those who watch, they know I'm a little bit newer to soccer, right? Mm-hmm. So I've just been starting to kind of watch it and really get into it recently. So the question of the day would be, give it a chance. So let's say you're coming across somebody like me back in the day who thought soccer, it's just back and forth, boring, nobody likes it, all that good stuff, right?
Yeah.
What is one match or highlight reel that you could show a newbie to get them to watch soccer?
Okay. So I think there's a couple. Okay, we got I didn't realize USA was top 5. Goncalvo's giving us the Polymarket stats. Okay. We'll take it. But I would say, so personally, I think the best sporting event as a neutral will always be Argentina versus France in the World Cup final. I will give you that. I think that is definitely the one that I might start with. But I still think the best one to give a match or just give the highlight reel to would have to be Baco says Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso for the news.
I have actually been watching it, and holy crap, that show is awesome.
I really don't like that they're bringing it back for another season. I really don't, because I would have. I like just things just ending the way it did. I liked the way it ended. I liked I don't know why we have to bring it back, but obviously money. PSG, Barcelona is a good shout in the comeback. I would personally say Bayern Munich, PSG this year, both legs in the Champions League final. I would go with that. I think that was a very good one. I think that's a very good shout. Let's see here. What's another good one? Maybe you throw in Man City Aguero's moment against QPR. I think that's a very good one as well, even though I do think that is the most overrated moment in all of soccer, in all of world soccer history, international club, whatever, because QPR just gave him the game. Goncalvo, do you have an Insta to send you the statistics? Yeah, just head over to Nat Soccer TV on Instagram. Italy versus France 06, if you know the game. Yeah, that is the headbutt. Goncalvo, though, does say that USA does have the fifth best odds. He does show it over Brazil, Paraguay, and Portugal, Norway, and Mexico. Wow. Baco says, Man United, Alex Ferguson days, class of 92 documentary, Ronaldo at Man United. Pete Morton, Bayern versus PSG, first leg for the newbies. I think that's the one I was thinking as well. Would not show him an Arsenal game, personally speaking. As much as I love the Arsenal boys, and I know they're my team, would not show them a game to the newbies. Would not get them going in on that. But yeah, no, it was, maybe you show them just the highlights of Tim Howard versus Belgium and all the 10 million saves that he made. But no, I would probably go, so for James, that's a good one too. Balotelli versus, dude, those were some really good finishes in Euro 2012. That was a good one as well. So James, search up Bayern Munich or versus PSG this year in the Champions League, the first leg. That's where I would go, but you could throw, dude, there's so many that you could throw in, and that's why the people in the chat are really giving some good inputs as well.
I'm thinking we might have to look back at this and maybe do like a whole big old highlight reel just of all of them. And then I'll watch them then.
Yeah, may have to it looks like you're just going to be going on YouTube for your 4th of July weekend.
I'll be sitting on a beach. My kids will be in the lake. I can do it.
That's living life. Best game ever, 94 finals, Italy versus Brazil. Okay. All right. That is going to wrap up Inside the Game, episode 313. Detroit. Dude, Balotelli was very good back in the day. Make sure you guys hit the like button. We're at 6 likes. I asked for 5+, so thank you for that, guys. Again, if you guys want to hit the like button, get us to 10 likes, that would be much appreciated. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. But that's going to wrap up episode 313 on Inside the Game. Thank you to Thank you to everyone that has tuned in here today. The last couple of days, you got us over 13,000 subscribers on YouTube. So shout out to you guys. Goncalvo will take a look when we end the show here. But again, thank you so much. Hit subscribe. Obviously, no watch party today. I was going to do Portugal versus Croatia, but my voice is maybe you guys can't tell or can tell. It's a little bit hoarse based on yesterday, which, by the way, check out our... James, can you throw up my reaction video to Balogun one more time to just show people how stupid I was last night?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you were so stupid last night, weren't you? Yeah, I will go ahead and throw that up.
Yeah, shout out Detroit and Chicago, Baco. I do like Chicago a little bit. Not a fan of the Bears, but I don't mind Chicago. Wow.
Anakin!
Yeah, I didn't even show them Malik Tillman one. I didn't even show the Malik Tillman one.
Oh my god! Yeah,
that was all. I didn't even show it. That was a good one too. If you guys want to go back to the live stream and watch it, you guys can. But yeah, I just looked like a big dumb idiot yesterday for that one. Again, thank you to everyone that tuned in for that. Ryan, I'm not getting a tattoo, dude. I'm not getting a tattoo. New UPSL Detroit team coming, sister club of a Chicago one. All right, well, shout out to UPSL. Obviously, we've done work with them a couple of times as well. Goncalvo, I'm Portuguese, and I think Portugal is losing. I think Portugal's losing tonight as well against Croatia. Croatia, they always just have this little dark magic that they have in the World Cup. Yeah, let's get, actually, right before we wrap it up, let me just do my picks real quick. I know I haven't done it. Picks for today: Spain beats Austria, Croatia beats Portugal. I'm gonna give you exact scores as well. Spain beats Austria 2-0. Croatia beats Portugal 2-1. Switzerland beats Algeria. I'm going to say 2-0 because they struggled to score in the back of the net as well. Goncalvo, I support the USA, by the way, because I don't consider myself Portuguese. I consider myself an American. Well, shout out Goncalvo. We love all the Americans in the chat. Hey, let's just give a big round of applause to Goncalvo, Bacco, Fabian, P. Morton, JV, Dave, myself technically because I did comment in the chat. No Name obviously was in the chat as well. Who else did we have in the chat that was commenting that I may have missed? Apologize if I missed anyone that was in the chat earlier today. I think I said Fabian. I hope I said Fabian already. But shout out our guy Fabian as well. If you want to be a member of the show as well and the network, probably going to buy a team in Peru. We are talking. All right, Fabian. Well, let me know what the team is, and we can cover it if we want. If you want us to. But appreciate everyone that was in the chat here today. Thank you for showing up on the show. If you want to be a member and get our exclusive content, we do that Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But wrap it up for Inside the Game, episode 313. Till next time, so long.
All right, everybody, welcome back into Inside the Game podcast.
We are a soccer nation.
Have such a deep appreciation for hyper-local, community-based, lower-level soccer. There's going to be millions of fans over here that want to watch and consume as much football as they can.
What you are doing is important. And this is all about, like I said, spreading the gospel. It takes a village, right?
No, I just really appreciate being on here and you being able to provide this platform for, us and all those people grinding away at the lower leagues, just trying to make great things happen. So I really appreciate you and you guys know what you're doing, and